had a brain tumour. I was told by doctors there was nothing wrong with me. It was 18 months after I had my son. And obviously the hormones didn't help, but I was sent for tests for this and tests for that. I made like the Edinburgh scale of depression, postnatal depression, look like it was Smarties. Because I said there's something sinister going on in my brain. And nobody took me seriously. Oh, they just said, oh, you have postnatal depression, and that's it. And they left me to get on with it. At Christmas, I ended up with a massive, massive lump on my head. You can see this is years after. So much tragedy in between. But yeah, so I was left with this big lump on my head, which a doctor called me. He said, "You're a vain woman, Alex. Go away and don't come back." So it grew and grew and grew. And I was putting a cap on my head, right? And I was nearly fainting from this because the tumour that I had was pushing into my brain. So you have 2 layers of skull. This tumour was pushing into my brain and pushing my brain right the way back. And it was coming out of my head. And the doctor called me a vain woman. Go away and don't come back. And I'm like, when will I be seen as a woman? When will I be heard? I'm a new mum. My baby's just over a year. And I don't think I'm going to survive this. Yeah, it took months, and I'm talking months here. I went to A&E, and they misread my X-ray, which I won a court case about that, but if they'd have just done that, we could have just been on our way. But I suppose it's my pathway. But that was a big reason that I had to find my own way. I've had to put my life in so many people's hands. And it's not easy when you're just literally handing over your life to somebody who tells you like you're a vain woman or there's nothing wrong with you. Or I eventually went and they aspirated it, which means they put a hole in it. And that poured for months. That literally poured green pus, shit, bits of tumour out of my head. I would crawl around on my hands and knees, get up, and pieces of tumour would splatter my mirror. Like the biggest shit you've ever seen. Every single day, multiple times a day. That's what I live with. So when you put your life in somebody's hands, and you do that again and again and they don't listen to you, you know that you've lost your voice. You know that you've lost any power as a human being. And do you want to know how that feels like? You are left with nothing. Nothing except for hope. And even that is tiny bit. Very, very thin. And that's where my whole look for meaning was.